Here refraction at a single spherical surface, if you see. Okay. Means we are not constructing the lens now. This is just one spherical surface. If you complete it as a sphere, its radius of curvature is r. R is the radius of curvature. Means it is the center of this spherical surface.
Sir.
And that spherical surface is separating actually two media, Nana. Left side
sir.
one media and right side another media. Take the two media here, left and right. Suppose I consider this is the principal axis, and of course, no need to say it is the pole. And this complete medium is mu1, and the medium complete on the other side is mu. Okay. So these two media are separated by just one interface. That interface taken not flat, spherical one.
Sir.
That is like I don't know whether it is convex or concave.
Sir.
Okay. Why? Because depending upon the refractive index, I have to decide. Okay. And suppose if I take one object on the principal axis now, somewhere here at a distance. Okay. And this is the light ray incidenting on the surface. And suppose depending upon the refractive index, actually this is normal. Normal means for the spherical surface, normal is radius only.
Yes, sir.
Radius is the normal. Okay. So suppose instead of going like this straight away, if I say mu2 is greater than mu1, okay, then it tries to bend towards the normal. Okay, towards the normal means it is the normal. So it tries to bend like this. And somewhere it will meet the principal axis here. This image is formed here. From pole to image, that distance is b. You know it. Okay. Up to center of curvature, it is radius of curvature r. And it is the pole b.
Yes, sir.
Okay, under this condition. Now what he is saying, if the object distance in the medium mu1 and image distance in the medium mu2 are known and the radius of curvature is also known, how they are interrelated. Okay, this is one formula. Okay, of course you can derive just like here we know the Snell's law. With the normal, it is the angle of incidence now. And with the normal, it is the angle of refraction. Are you able to see those small letters now?
Yes, sir.
This is the angle of incidence and this is the angle of refraction. Okay. First, I think you can write the Snell's law mu 2 by mu 1 is equals to, can I write it as sin I by sin r now?
Yes, sir.
Okay, and we are, you have to remember that in this throughout the chapter, we take the angles are small now. Okay, I and R are small. Then can I write this formula as mu2 by mu1 is equals to I by R?
Yes, sir.
Right. And here, from this formula, what he is saying, suppose if it is the angle alpha, it is the angle beta, and it is the angle gamma. From the triangle OIQ, can you say anything? OIQ, small term, according to mathematics. OIQ, big triangle. The sum of
Sir.
interior angles.
I is equal to alpha plus beta.
Right. I equals to, you can write alpha plus beta. In the same way, can you say from the triangle OQC, Nana?
OQC, sir.
Sum of interior angles.
Alpha plus gamma equal to
OQC.
అప్పుడు
Or
ఎక్స్టర్నల్ యాంగిల్ ఏది I is equal to alpha
from OQC you can't say anything, kada?
అవును సార్ అప్పుడు యాంగిల్ సి దగ్గర ఉండే యాంగిల్ కావాలంటే చెప్పచ్చు సార్ QC
Right. Very good. Then better you go to, I think you can say it now. CIQ.
alpha is gamma alpha equal to gamma plus beta.
CIQ. This is small triangle.
Beta sir equal to gamma.
Beta plus
R.
Right. So beta plus R is equals to gamma. Very good. Then R is equals to, can I write gamma minus beta?
Yes sir.
Then substitute here. mu2 by mu1 is equals to I by R. I is alpha plus beta. By R is gamma minus beta. Then you are getting the formula, final formula here. By cross multiplying mu2 gamma. Am I right now?
Yes sir.
Minus mu2 beta equals to, you are getting mu1 alpha plus mu1 beta. Okay. Before deriving your formula, once you confirm, Nana, whether all the angles you measured there are in anti-clockwise or clockwise, where particularly alpha, beta, gamma. Why? Because alpha, beta, gamma it is here. Okay. Alpha measured in clock or anti-clock?
Anti-clock.
So this is positive.
Gamma is gamma and beta are clock, no sir.
So gamma and beta are clock means I have to take these two negative na gamma and beta.
Yes sir. Minus into gamma.
This I have to take actually minus gamma minus beta. Am I right, Nana?
Yes sir.
Why?
రెండు పక్కన మైనస్ కామన్ తీస్తే క్యాన్సిల్ అయిపోతుంది సార్.
mu1
alpha plus to mu1 plus mu2 into beta sir.
Here after substituting.
Yes sir.
Is it so? Minus gamma plus beta. This is minus gamma plus beta. How to cancel these two, Nana?
సార్ నేను బీటాస్ అన్నింటిని ఒక సైడ్ తెచ్చుకున్నాను సార్.
Right. Means you are saying that mu1 alpha plus mu2 gamma equals to, you are saying that beta into mu2 minus mu1. That one you are telling?
Yes sir. Sir.
Right. Okay. Accepted, Nana. And here, what are the values of alpha and gamma? If you see there, okay. Can I write tan alpha is equals to opposite side by adjacent side?
Yes sir, we can write sir.
Tan alpha, all angles are small at all. Then tan alpha is nothing but alpha is equals to opposite side, PQ by U.
Yes sir.
In the same way, tan gamma is equals to PQ by R.
Beta equal to Q by V sir.
Beta is equals to PQ by, right?
Yes sir. PQ
Again, sign convention. Alpha negative, alpha positive, gamma.
Negative.
Right. Means this is alpha minus gamma. Am I right?
Yes sir.
So this will be I is equals to alpha minus gamma. Means here mu2 into minus gamma plus mu2 beta equals to mu1 alpha minus mu1 gamma. Okay, na?
Yes, sir.
Then mu1 alpha minus mu2 beta. Now we are getting minus mu2 beta equals to if I take mu1 alpha minus means this one taken to mu1 minus mu2 into gamma. Is it correct, Nana?
Yes, sir.
Then directly substituting all the values here. Excuse me. Mu1 into alpha, something you told, PQ by U na? Okay.
Yes, sir.
PQ on both sides I'm cancelling now. In alpha, beta, gamma, I'm cancelling PQ, PQ, PQ.
Yes, sir. Question, sir. ఇప్పుడు
Right. Mu2 by V equals to gamma is 1 by R into mu1 minus. Yes, exactly. Yeah. Therefore, this is the formula. Mu1 by Q minus mu2 by V equals to mu1 minus mu2 by R.
Yes, sir.
Okay, Nana? Right. This one you have to remember, Nana, for any type of surface, whether it is refracting towards the normal or away from the normal, means like converging or diverging for any type. The formula is same, but keep in mind while solving the numericals, we have to take the real object distance in the medium mu1. Okay, there generally we do the mistakes while solving the numericals now, where you are taking the incident rays, means these rays, where you are taking this incident ray. Okay, that medium is mu1 all the times while solving the numericals. So understood that shortcut, Nana?
Yes, sir.
I am not saying the object distance is in the medium mu1. I am saying the incident ray is in the medium mu1.
Yes, sir.
Okay, na? Right, good. Keep it.
mu1 ఉంటుంది సార్ ఫస్ట్
Focal length for refraction is not equal to R by 2. Nana.
అవును సార్ R equal to 2F కదా సార్
That is for reflection. Nana. Means only for mirrors we take R equals to F. Means F is equals to R by 2. This is for mirrors, Nana, not for refraction. This is refraction or reflection?
Refraction, sir.
For refraction, we should not take what? F equals to R by 2. Right.
Mirrors, sir.
Mirrors, why? Because they are independent of refraction. First day only we discussed together. That is only on reflection.
అది పెట్టచ్చు కదా సార్
Okay, these are parallel rays, and it is the to what point they are converged or from which point they appear to be diverged. Okay.
Yes, sir.
To what point they are converged, that point is called as focus, and the distance from the pole to focus is focal. Okay. Means for mirrors, the advantage is 1 by V plus 1 by U is equals to 1 by F. Okay. That is mirror formula. If you put here U is equals to infinity, paraxial parallel to the principal axis, means object is taken at infinite distance. V is equals to F. Found here. Okay. That's why in that formula, exactly if you put U equals to infinity in the formula, 1 by V, which is equals to exactly 1 by F, we are getting. That implies V is equals to F according to the formula.
Yes, sir.
But it is not the formula for spherical surface. The formula is modified as not 1 by V plus 1 by mu 1 by U minus mu 2 by V is equals to mu 1 minus mu 2 by R. Okay, means it is depends upon not only the radius of curvature, okay, but also mu 1 and mu 2. Okay, whereas focal length of mirror depends only on radius of curvature. Okay, so for mirror, focal length depends only on radius of curvature, but here problem is not only but also. Okay, so same type of derivation you try to do here now. Oh, whatever the formula we got for mirror in that case, for spherical surface in this case, just we have to put u is equals to infinity. Okay, and I am taking it is in the medium of mu1. Which one? Incident rays are in the medium mu1. Means obviously other medium is mu. Am I right? Then I have to take mu1 by u or mu2 by u.
mu1 by u, sir.
Therefore mu1 by u is infinity, minus my formula mu2 by v equals to mu1 minus mu2 by r.
Minus mu2 by equal to mu1.
This becomes 0.
Yes, sir.
Then here can I write v is equals to r into mu2. Am I right? Cross multiplication.
Yes, sir.
R into mu2 divided by mu2 minus mu1.
Yes, sir.
Correct?
Yes, sir.
This image distance, it is focused to a point called as focus. That's why its distance v is equals to f. That implies focal length f of this spherical surface v is equals to f equals to r mu2 divided by mu2 minus mu1. Okay, Nana? And keep in mind, focus is formed in which medium?
M2, sir. mu2, sir. Second medium.
That's why it is focal length of second medium. Focal length of this spherical surface in second medium. Okay? And my doubt is, suppose if I take the incident rays in the medium mu2 now. Suppose if I take the rays like this, incident rays, this is mu2 and it is mu1, and suppose they are converged to a point in the medium mu1, not mu2. Okay, it is focus. In this case now, where are the incident rays? In the medium mu2 or in the medium mu1?
By u, sir.
Very good. So you understood. mu2 by u minus mu1 by v equals to, I have to write mu2 minus mu1 by r. Then put u equals to infinity now. Then how much you will get? Exactly, you are right. So here by putting u is equals to infinity, you will get v is equals to r into mu1 by mu1 minus mu. Okay. That v is equals to converge to focus color.
Yes, sir.
So that is the focal length f. So therefore f in the first medium or second medium?
The first medium, sir.
F1 is equals to, I am getting r into mu1 by mu1 minus mu2. So for the single spherical surface, We are getting same focal length or different focal length?
Different, sir.
So the focal length mainly depends upon the medium. F2, you are getting mu2. F1, you are getting mu1. If it is mu1, mu1 minus mu2. If it is mu2, mu2 minus mu.
Yes, sir.
Correct, Anna?
Yes, sir.
So here two more formulae we derived. First formula is depending upon the incident rate mu1 by u minus mu2 by v equals to mu1 minus mu2 by r. Second formula, focal length of first medium is r mu1 by mu1 minus mu2. And third formula is
F2 equal to mu2 minus mu1.
very good. F2 is equals to r mu2 by mu1 minus
mu2 minus mu1, sir.
sorry. mu2 minus mu. Right. Good. These are the three formulas we derived.
Yes, sir.
Okay, now. And here, what he is saying, suppose if you want a focal power, here we try to do the mistake now. Okay. Focal power means with your previous knowledge, generally what do you say? Power of a lens. Generally we call it as reciprocal of focal length. Am I right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So generally we say power is equals to 1 by f, but this is for lenses now.
Yes, sir.
But here power depends upon the medium also. Okay. So don't say here reciprocal of focal length. Again that power depends upon the medium also. Why? Because focal lengths are equal, Nana.
Yes, sir.
These the focal lengths are equal?
No, sir.
Yeah. And here the power also changes depending upon the medium. That's why what he says mu2 by f2 depending upon the medium also. And
Yes, sir.
mu1 by f1 depending upon the medium also is defined as focal power.
Okay, sir.
Okay. Then look at that mu1 by f1, how much you are getting? mu1 by f1.
mu1 minus mu2 by r.
Very good. Here mu1 minus mu2 by r, and here mu2 minus mu1 by r. Okay, Nana?
Yes, sir.
So if you see here, just the sign is changed, but look at both the powers are equal.
Yes, sir.
Correct, Anna? This is mu1 minus mu2. This is just minus of mu1 minus mu2.
Yes, sir. P1 equal to minus P2.
That's what I'm saying. Even though the focal lengths are different, focal powers are equal. Just the sign is changed.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Means in one medium, if it is behaving like converging surface, it is behaving like a diverging surface.
Yes, sir.
Right. Good. So P1 equals to minus P2. Right. So here two more formula we derived. Power is equals to mu1 by f1, and that is equals to mu2 by f2, second power, and P1 equals to minus P2 equals to mu P1, mu1 minus mu2 by r. Am I right, Nana?
Yes, sir.
Right. And finally, in this concept, refraction at single surface, what will be the magnification? Okay. If I ask for mirror, I think immediately you say, or what is there? Hi by HO, sir. That is equals to minus V by U. Am I right, Nana?
Yes, sir.
This is for what? For mirror. Then for the single spherical surface, what is the magnification? Okay. If you see here, magnification means I have to take some heights also. Okay. This is suppose one object taken at a distance of u. Height of object is HO, and here this is the pole, and at the pole it is the normal drawn, perpendicular drawn to the surface, and here this is suppose the light ray incidenting at the pole. Okay, Nana? Angle of incidence with the normal. This is angle of incidence. Okay. As usual, you take it is entering into the denser medium. Denser medium means it bends towards the normal or away from the normal?
Towards normal.
Towards the normal. Suppose bend, and somewhere here the image is formed. Okay. And this is the height of image. Then with the normal, it is what angle of refraction.
Yes, sir.
Again apply the Snell's law. Light entering from 1 to 2. So mu 2 by mu 1 equals to sin I by sin R.
For small angle I by R, no, sir.
Obviously, that is a common thing in refraction. I by R. I by R is nothing but tan I by tan R. Can I write? Since the angles are small. Tan I by tan. Now say tan I and tan R in the two triangles.
HO by U, HI by V.
HI by V. Very good. So that one, can I write it as mu 2 by mu 1 is equals to HO by U into V by HI.
Yes, sir.
Taken to the numerator. Okay.
Yes, sir.
But magnification formula HI by HO.
Yes, sir.
So I am taking HI and HO to the left hand side. So I am getting one more formula here. Magnification HI by HO equals to HI by HO equals to V by U into how much I am getting, Nana? Mu 1 by? Right. It is the magnification. Of course, basic formula is HI by HO. That is common.
Yes, sir.
But I think I am not getting V by U, Nana, here. I am getting V by U into extra something.
Yes, sir.
What? Mu 1 by mu 2. Good. This is the magnification formula. So understood all the concepts here related to refraction at single surface?
Yes, sir.
Good. This is the story.
Okay.
And look at once the sign conventions of I and R. I is measured in clockwise.
Yes, sir.
R is measured in clock and anti-clock.
Clock, sir.
Both are clock. Both are clock means both are negative.
Negative cancel, sir.
That's why I think our derivation is correct.
Yes, sir.
Nothing to change. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
All right. Now will we start few numericals related to these concepts now? Okay. For this single spherical surface, mu 1 I am taking as 3 by 2, and this one I am taking it as 5 by 6. Okay, Nana? Means I think mu 2 is greater than mu 1.
Yes, sir.
Am I right? Here, question is, if object is taken, radius of curvature, not even, sorry, radius of curvature, you take it as 10 centimeters. Object is taken at a distance of 30 centimeters. Okay. First, in the medium mu 1.
Sir,
Okay.
mu 1 is greater. Yes, sir.
This is 1.5 again.
5 by 6 అంటే 0 points లో వస్తుంది కదా సార్.
Oh, sorry. 5 by 6 nonsense. This is 6 by 5. 6 by 5 means only, I think, 1.2. 1.2 means that you are right. Mu 1 is greater than mu. Okay. f1, Nana. And then second time, same object I take here in the second medium. Okay, in the second medium. Okay, in the second medium, mu2. So if I take the object in the medium mu1, I will get some distance of image from the pole, Nana.
Yes, sir.
In the same way, I will get here the distance of image from the pole. Now, finally, the question is, if something you get here and there, what will be the ratio of the two distances? V1 is to V2 equals to how much? Okay. First, you are taking the object in which medium, Nana?
Mu1, sir. Mu1 by
Mu1.
V.
Very good. Mu1 by U. But keep in mind, take the sign conventions also, Nana.
Yes, sir.
You have to measure the distance from the pole. So this is the direction you are measuring U. So U is negative or positive?
Negative, sir.
So U is negative. And keep in mind, radius of curvature also you are getting left hand side. It is the center, suppose.
Minus.
This is also minus. Now you can start the problem. Now I think you will get correct answer. What will be V1? So here, after substituting the values in this formula and after using the sign, I'm going to get 3 times 5 in 1 equals to this is 10 into 10 hundred. I'm getting 6 by 5 in 1 equals to this is 3 by 100. 5 equals to 100 is x 3 minus 25 minus 500 250 5 tens. And I am getting V1 is equals to minus 16. I will try to solve it quickly. U2 is 6 by 5 minus minus U1 3 by 2 V2 U1 U is
150, yes, sir.
U is 30. Anana?
Minus 150 అనుకుంటా, sir.
That is I will check now. Quickly I will try to. By R is 625 minus R is 30. Sign correct. Minus 1 by 25 minus 3 by 2 V2 equals to this is 100. 6 to the 12 minus 5 to the 2. So this is minus 3 by 100 plus 1 by 25 is equals to minus 3 by 2. This is 100 LCM minus 3 plus 4 minus 3 by 2 V2. This is V2 is equals to 250 is a cancel here. 53 is a minus 150. Correct only. How much you got? Minus 150?
Yes, sir.
Right only.
V1 by V2 got sir.
Therefore V1 by V2 equals to
15, sir.
Right. 60 by 150, 32 is a 35, sir. 2 by 5.
Yes, sir.
All right, good. So V1 by V2 is equals to 2 by 5. When the air bubble is at a distance of 1.5 centimeters in this glass sphere, okay, while viewing from outside, from air, that glass bubble is appeared at what distance? Appeared at what distance means image distance. V equals to how much? Okay, and keep in mind this is one single refracting surface, and where is the object, Anna?
No, mu2, sir.
Glass. Means glass. But object, from object you are viewing from this side means light rays should come towards the eyeball. Means incident rays are in this medium. So is it mu1 or mu2?
mu1, sir.
Right. Then mu2 air attack.
1.
Good. And the object is at what distance from you, from the surface, from the pole?
1.5, sir.
So u is equals to 1.5. Sign convention.
Minus.
Radius of curvature. Radius
R
of
equal
curvature. 3, but plus or minus term.
minus, sir.
Right. R is equal. Very good. Everything correct now. Then you can use the formula. mu1 minus mu2 by R. Okay. I want where the bubble will be appear. V equals to how much? V equals to, you are getting, that implies V is equals to, after substituting all the values, you got minus 6 by 5.
Yes, sir.
Means minus 1.2 centimeters.
Yes, sir.
Minus 1.2 means you see that bubble towards left or towards right?
Towards left.
At what distance?
1.2 from the
1.2 from the pole means it will be appeared somewhere here. Am I right?
Yes, sir. In between.
Why? Because this is 1.5, but this distance is 1.21. Means appeared to be close to the surface or away from the surface?
Close to the surface.
Right. Okay, close to the surface.
Yes,
The same question will you do if I see from the other side now?
Yes, sir.
Then this time you have to take object distance how much?
mu2 by u minus mu1.
No. Bubble is inside only. Means the light rays are coming this time towards this surface.
U is equal to 4.5, sir.
U equals to 4.5. That is minus or plus or?
Minus, sir.
Very good. U is equals to minus 4.5. Radius of curvature minus or plus?
Minus, sir.
Minus 3 centimeters. And mu1?
mu1 is 3 by 2 only, no, sir.
Oh, very good. So mu2 equals to 1, and same formula or other formula?
Same formula, sir.
Very good. Apply the same formula here. Mu1 by u minus mu2 by v is equals to mu1 minus mu2 by r. Outside at minus 6 centimeters, and this side you can see from the pole at a distance. Exactly 6 centimeters means radius is 3 centimeters.
Diameter endpoint, no, sir.
Exactly here you can see 3.
Yes, sir.
3 means exactly on the other side of the sphere you can see the image. Okay.
Yes, sir.
This time when you see from the other side, image is appeared to be shifted away from the pole or towards the pole.
Away from the pole, sir.
So observe here, when you see from the nearer side, that is shifted towards the surface. When you see from the farther side, it is shifted away from the surface. Okay, understood, Nana? And in that either first case or second case, if I ask the focal length and focal power, Nana?
mu1 by f, sir. mu1 minus mu2 by r.
Right. Means F1 is equals to, I have to use, I think, R into mu1 by mu1 minus mu2. Am I right?
1 by 6.
Here I think this is wrong, Nana. That is wrong, I think.
And then power
is equals to mu1 minus mu2 by R. Suppose. 3 by 2 minus 1 means 1 by 2 by radius is 3. 1 by 6, sir?
Yes, sir. Minus 1 by R minus that, sir.
Okay. R is minus 3. So minus 1 by 6. Okay. Minus 1 by 6 centimeter inverse.
Yes, sir.
Why? Because radius we took in centimeters. If I ask in meter inverse, now minus 100 by 6 meter inverse means minus I think 50 by 3 meter inverse.
Yes, sir.
Correct? Huh?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Why? Because I have to take this is 1 by 2 by minus 0.03 centimeters. Sorry,
Yes, sir.
0.03 meters. Then I will get 1 by minus 0.06. Nothing but minus 100 by 6.
Yes, sir.
Right. That directly I took here. Okay, Nana?
ఫోకస్ మనము మనకి పవర్ కి 2 ఫార్ములాస్ ఉన్నాయి కదా సార్, రెండింటిని ఈక్వేట్ చేస్తే కూడా తెచ్చుకోవచ్చు కదా సార్.
But the problem is here you observe he is taking the air bubble in mu1.
Yes,
In
sir.
mu1 means his intention is take the incident rays in the medium mu1.
Okay, sir.
Means I have to take mu1 by u. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
Minus mu2 by v equals to mu1 minus mu2 by r. V means focus.
Yes, sir.
Then I have to substitute the sign convention. So of course, this one becomes 0, leave it. Minus mu2 is 1 by f equals to mu1 3 by 2 minus 1 by radius of curvature. Light ray incident means minus.
Cancel, sir.
Minus 3. How much you get? F is equals to 6 centimeters.
Yes, sir.
Right, correct. Focal length is equals to 6 centimeters. So understood Nana how to solve?
Yes, sir. Sir.
Focal length of sphere mu1 by infinity minus mu2 3 by 2 by v. V is focus. Okay. If incident rays are coming from air, is equals to mu1 minus mu2 by r, radius of curvature. I think this time radius of curvature is positive, Nana?
Yes, sir. 3.
Plus 3. Plus 3 by 2 is equals to minus 6.
F equal to 9, sir.
Plus 9 or minus 9?
Yes, sir.
Plus 9 means you will get the focus here. 9. Oh, 9 means I think you will get the focus somewhere here. Outside or inside?
Outside the glass.
Yeah, somewhere there you will get the focus. From here at a distance of 9 centimeters.
Yes, sir.
Okay.